turn number 3 onto the straightaway, and Harold Kinder displays only the white flag. One more to go, no yellow. It's going to be a dash to the finish, but I don't think anybody's going to catch Bill Elliott. We'll see.
Well, let's keep our eyes peeled on turn number 1. Remember what I said about Wallace, and right now NASCAR officials are checking on it. Is it slippery down there?
Well, yes. Elliott gets out of shape. Yeah, he got way high, and so does Harry Gant for that matter. Gant's still out of shape. Now Elliott's down to the extreme inside of the racetrack, and the yellow is out.
But they race back to the checker.
They're going to race to the yellow or the checkered flag, so whoever comes out on top here next time around is going to be the winner of the race.
Boy, it was almost handed to Darrell Waltrip. Right now, Elliott has built up an insurmountable lead, unless he runs out of gas. I don't think he will, because he pitted about 15 laps ago. This is going to be his.
Not much chance of that happening. Gant pulls in, though, ever so slightly, but I think that Elliott is going to win this race. There they go by Rusty Wallace's very slow car that apparently blew an engine and deposited some oil down in turn number 1. Here they come off of corner number 3. Elliott down to the inside, looking for the checkered flag, and he gets it. Bill Elliott wins the race. Gant is second, Waltrip third, and Bodine fourth.
First spot, what a disappointment for Harry Hyde and Jeff Bodine. If anybody deserved a race, they did today, but Bill Elliott had it when it counted.
Well, it all involved strategy. It involved circumstances on the racetrack, namely the accident out in turn number 2 late in the race, and all of the other variables that go together to make up an auto race. Bill Elliott played it right and came out on top this afternoon.
The other thing about Bill Elliott, he has now won on every super speedway on the NASCAR Grand National Trail, and I believe they've all taken place in the last 13 months.
And the incredible record of Bill Elliott in 1985 for National Racing continues. We'll be right back at Pocono International Raceway. There is the interval now between first and second, third, and fourth. Bodine moving to the outside of Darrell Waltrip in turn number 3, trying to take back third position. Jeff will dive to the inside, coming off of turn number 3, and Waltrip takes him right down to almost the apron of the racetrack. Now they still battle for the spot going into turn number 1. The white flag has come out. We're on the last lap of the race. Bodine and Waltrip battle for third spot. Waltrip is to the inside, and Bodine is high on the racetrack. It looks like they may have touched once again in turn number 1. Here they come off of corner number 1 onto Long Pond straightaway for the final time this afternoon. Look at Jeff Bodine and Darrell Waltrip go fender to fender out there and wheel to wheel. Into corner number 2, Waltrip grabs back third position. Up front, it continues to be Bill Elliott's race with Neil Bonnet running second. There is Elliott approaching turn number 3 on the final lap of the race. He dives that car to the inside of the racetrack. Now comes off of turn number 3. He can see Harold Kinder with the checkered flag in hand. Here comes Bill Elliott. He wins the Summer 500. Neil Bonnet finishes second. The battle for third goes to Darrell Waltrip by just a few inches over Jeff Bodine.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty. That battle for third position, it's really too bad. It's one of those cases, it's too bad that somebody had to not get it. That was just an excellent job of race driving by two thoroughly professionals. Just outstanding. I know that Bill Elliott won. Neil Bonnet finishes second, obviously doing good jobs, but that last lap, that third position battle between Jeff Bodine and Darrell Waltrip was just beautiful.
Bill Elliott has won the Summer 500 here at Pocono. And despite the fact that the crew said the car just wasn't performing as it should have, by golly, Bill walks off with the victory anyway. Well, let's take a look at this battle for third position as they came down.
The white flag for the red-headed driver from Dawsonville, Georgia. There's his crew. White flag for Bill Elliott. Will follow him around this final time. You ever seen anybody just look so calm and composed in the race car? He doesn't wrestle with the wheel. He doesn't get the car out of shape.
Now, Bill
drives.
Bill never drives sideways. Bill is a good chassis man, and he adjusts that race car to drive comfortable for him. And I think that's one of the things that makes his team so good, that he is such a good chassis man.
Kenny Schrader, car number 25, the second-place machine. 7 seconds behind. Elliott up and over the tunnel turn, heading down the short chute, and And Labonte will lose a spot to Mark Martin on this final lap as Elliott heads for turn number 3. The final corner and the final mile of the AC Sparkplug 500. It will go to the Coors Belling Ford Thunderbird. His 27th career Winston Cup victory. Bill Elliott takes the checkered flag.
Very impressive run, Mike.
Kenny Schrader comes across the stripe for second. Looking now for third, Davey Allison by some 10 car lengths over Jeff Bodine. Will finish in the third position. Bodine will be the 4th place car. A winner here last month. His second top 5 finish of the season at Pocono Raceway. And there's the victory lap for Bodine. 6th to Darrell Waltrip today. Finishing 7th, Morgan Shepherd. 8th unofficially, Mark Martin. 9th will be Alan Kulwicki. And Terry Labonte holds off Harry Gant for 10th. And in the battle for rookie of the race, Brad Knopfsinger beats Kenny Bouchard by some 3 car lengths.
It's been a thrill the last few laps. I'm telling you. He's driven it. There's no doubt about that. He's manhandled.
The defending Winston Cup champion. Look at the crowd on its feet, waving their hats. Some for Bill Elliott, some for Rusty Wallace. The white flag is out. There's one more lap to go. Will Bill Elliott be able to hold on for the next 2.5 miles and win the AC Sparkplug 500? The interval showing the difference between Bill Elliott, the leader, and second place Rusty Wallace as Rusty gets the left side tires off the racetrack again. Bill Elliott swings out of corner number 1 and down to Long Pond straightaway, 3,055 feet in length. Wallace, it appears, is going to have to settle for second position as one car separates Elliott and Rusty Wallace right now, that being Rick Wilson. Bill Elliott moves on to the north straightaway. He is approaching the 3rd and final corner of this racetrack. The number 9 Coors Belling Ford is on the 6-degree banking of turn number 3. He comes off the straightaway, the crowd on its feet. Here comes Bill Elliott for the final few feet, and he wins the AC Sparkplug 500. Bill Elliott with his second win of the 1989 season. Rusty Wallace finishes in second position. Third goes to Mark Martin. Fourth is Darrell Waltrip, and 5th position to Harry Gant. And Bill has the hand out the side of the car already, and Jeff Bodine is moving very, very slowly around the racetrack.
A great run for Jeff Bodine. It's a shame that it had to end this way. Sit outside pole, but there is Bill Elliott being congratulated by Rusty Wallace for a great driving job, and he did do that today.
Bill Elliott did not lead this race until the 171st lap during green flag pit stops. He took over the lead for the final time 5 laps ago, and he wins here at Pocono.
Be the white flag. Race shortened by 25 laps because of impending darkness, and it is starting to get dark out there too. So it'll go to 425 miles. And Bill Elliott's going to make just one more lap to pick up the victory in the Pennsylvania 500. He's got 1.7 seconds on Kurt Busch and 3 corners to go.
He didn't spark the right front that time. I think he feels victory coming on.
I think he was a little bit careful, maybe going through one that time.
Bill Elliott going to be the first driver to win a race from pole position this season. First one to win a race in the front row this season. Also looking to become the first man to win 5 times here at Pocono Raceway. His other victories coming back 2 in 1985. 1 each in 1988 and 89. Now he's down to the final corner. Red will be the color of the day here at Pocono. Bill Elliott bringing it home for Ray Evernham and Dodge as Elliott wins the Pennsylvania 500 at Pocono. Kurt Busch will finish second. Sterling Marlin will lead 106 of the race's 175 laps, but have to settle for third.
ever see Cindy and Chase? And the crew. That our way to go, guys.
There's Mike Ford, the crew chief, the last guy we got to look at there. Bill Elliott has won the Pennsylvania 500, Dave.